Hi students, so in this video we are going to look at January, CSEC Spanish, of course, January 2010. We are going to look at some of the directed situations. In this lesson, I'm going to show you all, actually in this video rather, we are going to look at some possible answers to these questions. The reason why I decided to do this video is because a lot of my students, as well as other students who know me, my friends, their children, etc., will always tell me they have problems understanding what exactly they need to do in these directed situations. Sometimes they misinterpret, they translate, and they don't understand that it's a particular function or notion that they're looking at. So I'm going to show you how to interpret these questions, and remember, these responses only require one sentence. CXC in their sample rubric, um, they outline that it should only be one sentence, and after I recall reading that after the full stop they will stop reading and they will only assess the first sentence of your response. When you see words like email and note and text and whatever, however they phrase it, don't get carried away thinking it's a long letter or an email, or it has to be 3-4 lines or a paragraph. No, it's just simply one sentence, again dealing with the function that they are asking you to write about. So let's get into it. Your mother has written an email giving you some advice in while you were in Caracas studying Spanish. What does your mother write? So the function that CX is looking for here is advice or giving advice. So some possible responses could be por favor. Now I'm using a tablet, so I may have to write under each other or under each line, but just remember it's one sentence. So we have por favor, tenga cuidado cuando viajes a la escuela. Now you could write other options, could be things like te aconsejo. So this is where you use the subjunctive, right? Que estudies todos los días. Again, remember it's one sentence. Por favor, tenga cuidado cuando viajes a la escuela. Te aconsejo que estudies todos los días. If you want to mention things like practice a lot, you explore the culture, try all their food, anything like that, it's some sort of advice. If you want to say things like be safe, all of those things could work as well. So we're going to look at the second one. You are spending Christmas vacation in Puerto Rico. You send an email to your best friend expressing your opinion about Christmas in Puerto Rico. So the function here is expressing one's opinion. So you must have some element of expressing opinion, and that is things like saying me gusta, me encanta, pienso que, creo que, etc. So some possible responses could be something like me encanta, and if it's one thing, of course you use me encanta, but I'm going to use me encantan because I'm going to say me encantan las tradiciones navideñas in Puerto Rico. So I just basically said I love, or I really like the Christmas celebrations or traditions in Puerto Rico. As I said before, you can use things like pienso que, creo que. An example could be pienso que la Navidad en Puerto Rico es una experiencia increíble. So I think that the Christmas, or that Christmas in Puerto Rico is an incredible, an amazing experience. Now, again, as I tell my students, always write something or respond with something that you know how to say. Don't try to say something that you don't know how to express in Spanish. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a sentence that is either halfway, you're missing vocabulary. Don't insert anything in English. Those things will just, it will not help you get any marks. It will help you look bad, right? It will help you look as if you don't know the language. Number 3, you are applying to a college overseas and must submit a statement expressing the reason you have selected that particular college. What do you write? So the function here is providing information to someone. So you can start off by simply saying, elijo estudiar allí porque la universidad ofrece una variedad de cursos o programas. So you can also say quiero estudiar ahí porque la universidad ofrece una variedad de cursos o programas.